Let me tell you something that could completely flip your financial life. No, it's not winning the lottery or suddenly landing a six-figure salary. It's way simpler. It's the small, repeatable actions you do every single day. What I'm about to share are 10 daily money habits, not flashy tricks or get-rich-quick schemes, but real habits that reshaped my bank account, my mindset, and ultimately, my life. These aren't theoretical ideas. I lived them, and I've seen the transformation firsthand. If you stay until the end, not only will you learn all 10, but I'll also reveal the one habit that made the biggest impact more than any job or investment I ever had. So, grab a coffee, sit tight, and let's dive into what could be the turning point in your financial journey. Habit number 1. Track every dollar like a detective. I started documenting every dollar that came in and went out, not just the obvious bills like rent and groceries, but every small purchase. That $2 snack at the gas station, the $8 streaming trial I forgot to cancel, the extra delivery fee on lazy weekends, it all added up. I used a budgeting app at first, but later, I kept a small notebook in my bag to jot things down. And here's the surprising part. Just writing things down made me spend less. I started noticing patterns: emotional spending after a rough day, convenience charges when I was too lazy to cook, and habits that didn't align with my goals. It wasn't just about numbers, it was about awareness. That daily financial check-in made me more intentional, and over time, it created a habit of self-discipline I didn't know I was missing. Habit number 2. Pay yourself first no matter what. I used to wait until the end of the month to save. But let's be honest, there was never anything left. Everything changed when I made saving the first bill I paid. I set up an automatic transfer the moment my paycheck hit, a fixed percentage straight into a separate, untouchable account. At first, it was just 5%. When I got comfortable, I bumped it up to 10, then 20%. I even gave that account a name, a future freedom fund. Suddenly, saving wasn't optional, it was mandatory. This one move taught me how to live below my means, gave me a sense of control, and built a financial safety net that became the foundation for investing, risk-taking, and eventually, financial independence. Habit number 3. Learn about money. Every day, then use it every day. I committed 15 minutes to learn something new about money. Whether it was a podcast during my commute, a YouTube video while eating lunch, or a blog post before bed, I kept money in my daily thoughts. And over time, the results were wild. I learned how credit works, why debt can be strategic, how to hack my taxes, and where to put my money so it grows while I sleep. But here's the key. I didn't just consume, I applied. I opened my first index fund. I negotiated a lower interest rate. I built a credit score that unlocked better deals. Daily learning made money feel less intimidating and more like a game I could actually win. Habit number 4. Check your money every morning like brushing your teeth. Before I scroll social media or check emails, I check my bank account. It's not about obsessing, it's about staying connected. I take 60 seconds to look over my balances, recent transactions, and credit card activity. This tiny habit prevents fraud, overspending, and surprises. But more importantly, it builds a mindset of ownership. Most people avoid their finances until something goes wrong. I face it daily. That small act keeps me aligned with my goals and reminds me that I'm the one in control. If something's off, I catch it early. If I'm overspending, I correct course fast. Financial success isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. Habit number 5. Set a daily limit and make it a challenge. Gamified my spending. I gave myself a soft daily spending cap, 20 a day, and challenged myself to make it work. Some days I went under, and I'd feel like I won the day. Other days, I'd push that limit, but I'd make conscious trade-offs. Instead of grabbing fast food, I'd prep something at home. Instead of shopping for fun, I'd add to a wish list and revisit it later. This cap wasn't about punishment, it was about mindfulness. It made me pause and prioritize. And the money I didn't spend, I tossed it into a leftover savings jar. That jar became a mini fund for guilt-free splurges paid entirely by my self-discipline. Habit number 6. End the day with a money goal check-in at night. I look at my short-term and long-term financial goals. They're written down on a sticky note on my desk. Debt-free by December. Emergency fund to 10K. Invest 500 a month. I don't judge myself, I just reflect. Did I take a step forward today? Even something small? If the answer is yes, great. If not, that awareness helps me plan better for tomorrow. This check-in grounds me. It keeps the why behind my discipline alive. I'm not saving just to save, I'm building security, freedom, and options. The more often I remind myself of that, the easier it is to say no to distractions that don't serve that mission. Habit number 7. Use a 24-hour rule for every purchase over 25. This rule saved me from so many impulse purchases. If I want something that costs more than 25, I don't buy it on the spot. I wait 24 hours. No exceptions. During that time, I ask myself, do I really need this? Will it bring lasting value? Can I find a better deal? Most of the time, the desire fades. Sometimes I find a better option or realize I already own something similar. But even when I go through with the purchase, I do it with intention, not emotion. This habit helped me separate wants from needs, and the money I saved from not acting on impulse, that went toward things that actually matter. Habit number 8. Spend cash. Feel every dollar leave your hand. I started withdrawing a set amount of cash each week, 100, for example, and that was my non-essential spending limit. Using physical money instead of cards made me feel the weight of every purchase. Swiping a card is easy, you barely notice it, but handing over cash? That stings. I'd hesitate more, think longer, and often change my mind. It reintroduced friction into spending, and that friction helped me make smarter choices. I spent less, valued what I bought more, and started focusing on quality over quantity. Ironically, limiting myself made me feel more in control, not restricted. Habit number 9. Practice gratitude to kill the comparison trap. Morning. I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. Some days, it's big, like closing a major deal or hitting a savings goal. Other days, it's simple, like having hot coffee and Wi-Fi. This practice rewired my brain. It stopped me from chasing lifestyle upgrades just to feel rich. It reminded me that wealth isn't about flashy stuff, it's about peace of mind, choice, and appreciating what you already have. Gratitude killed my urge to compare myself to others. It also helped me avoid status-driven spending. The more grateful I became, the less I needed to spend to feel fulfilled, and that, in itself, is a form of wealth. Habit number 10. Do one small money task every single day. Momentum builds through action, even the smallest kind. Every day, it's one thing for my finances. Some days, it's reviewing my subscriptions and canceling one. Other days, it's moving $10 into my investment account, researching a new savings account, or calling to ask for a fee waiver. These aren't life-changing acts alone, but together, they create powerful momentum. They make money management feel less overwhelming and more like brushing your teeth. Quick, regular, necessary. Over time, these small wins stack up, and suddenly, your financial situation looks totally different, even though the changes felt minor in the moment. And here's what I promised at the beginning: the one habit that changed everything. It was paying myself first. Automating my savings taught me discipline without needing willpower. It proved that saving isn't about income, it's about intention. That one decision created space, peace, and freedom in my life that no job ever gave me. And now, if this video sparked even one habit, you're ready to start. Don't let it stop here. Hit the like button to support the channel. Subscribe right now so you don't miss next week's video on the money mistakes I made in my 20s, and drop a comment below. Which habit are you starting today? Let's build this better life together.